Yo. How are you guys going? Can you hear this? Right. Now, once some positions come up where I can park my car, I will run the larger camera as well. But we're just waiting for a spot to clear, and then I'll jump in. Today has been a very, very interesting day for me. I just need to take the cover off. Oh, you guys like the interview? Hell yeah, thank you. I've got mixed reports on it. Some hate me, some like me, but we are back in a spot. We've made it. Someone says, a huge fan would be critical of Israeli propaganda. Yeah, watch some of my actual videos. I'm fairly critical on things that are going on. But as well, propaganda is very hard to actually debunk because there's, in all propaganda, there's some truths and some bullshit. But all propaganda has to have an element of truth. But you can see overhead where the fighter jets had come across as my focus goes skids. Hell yeah. Right, we are seeing a couple of strikes in the distance just behind that tree. Again, halfway through this, we're going to then switch to the main camera, but I just need to have a position so I can actually set up that to charge. But we'll get there. This is just on my phone currently, but the sunset here was very, very nice tonight. Very nice. Much love from this pole in Florida. Peter, hope you're doing well, mate. You're the first donation of the night. Thank you very much. I hope this is all working somewhat for you guys. Try and fix this as much as we somewhat can. Someone says, yeah, phone is bad in dark. All phones, GoPros, whatever, is shit in the dark. Just basically the size of their sensor. That's why we're going to switch onto the main camera later. But as well, people always say, oh, why is it dark? And it's because the lights are off in Gaza. We're looking into a pitch black, collapsed city currently. But yeah, first time we are actually in daylight. Should have been here about 3 hours ago, but for some reason, to get fuel in Israel is the most difficult and the most frustrating thing of my entire fucking life. I do not know what idiot came up with that system. It took me 2.5 hours to get fuel, and they overcharged me 5 times. Didn't even get a receipt. Unbelievable. It's my biggest gripe of the day. So I'm hot-headed at the moment. Hi from Queensland. G'day, mate. I hope that you're well. Yeah, straight up got scammed by these idiots. Thank God I had a Israeli friend there Israeli friend on the phone who yelled at them. Still not missing the Tesla. I'd rather pay $20 a litre for fuel than one of those fucking things. Now there's gas stations, but it's self-serve, but it's just the most stupid system I've ever seen in the world. Anyway, we'll get over that. I've been yelling too much. Surprised I didn't do my voice in again. Great interview, thank you, mate. Remember guys, if you're here, 630 of you legends, hit like, get us up. Let's pump some numbers up in this stream today. Also, big news. Big news, actually. Guess what I bought today? A fucking camp chair. I was able to find a camp chair. Still no inverter. I went to 5 or 6 different shops. That probably makes 15 all up to try and find one. And no, it just doesn't exist here. So no inverter, no power, portable power thing. Yeah, whatever. But I have a camp chair. and an extension lead, which I don't know why I got an extension lead, but we've got one just in case we need it. I'm not sure if it has a stubby holder. So I might go get my chair in a little bit. What I really want to do is I think I've figured out how I can run my laptop off the car. But bloody journalists have taken all the bloody car parks that are close because they're doing the same thing. Actually, they're not doing the same thing. They're just bloody parked there. Don't worry. A little bit later, once the non-hardcore leave, hopefully we will switch then onto the large camera, and the quality should increase dramatically. Hopefully. How busy it been today? I don't know, because I've been driving around all day trying to find items and found nothing but a chair. I literally haven't looked at the news all day. I haven't been out all day. I've been sitting in the car driving shop to shop for literally nothing. Don't say I don't try for you to try and improve this fucking stream just a little bit. So I have no idea what's happened today at all, but I'm going to load up my other phone. I'm going to reach out to some contacts and see what has happened today. Yeah, the only thing I managed to buy today was a chair. I think that took me 6 hours. No watermark today because I'm not on OBS, but a little bit later, hopefully, we will be able to stream through OBS, better quality at night. Okay, we have maybe incoming. Yeah, you can't tell me that doesn't at least look pretty. Yes, they're missiles trying to kill you, but they look pretty, eh? Yeah, that would have been on the way to Tel Aviv, we believe. 2 bangs, probably here in the Iron Dome somewhere. If the rocket goes straight up, yeah, basically that's what you're looking for, is over in that position. If it just goes straight and continues to go straight, probably means it's coming at us. But sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell in the first few seconds of flight time. But guys, if you're here, hit like. We're a third of the likes to watches. Hit like, it helps us get in the algorithm just a little bit. As well, if you don't support the stream tonight and support me bloody overpaying for fuel, feel free to the PayPal or the Super Chat link as well. But thank you guys very much. What's your interview? Good job. Thank you. Trailer Park Mike. There you go, mate. Now you're in. Now you have to. Did you find a battery pack? No. I didn't even find an inverter. I couldn't even find a car battery. But I think I might have it sorted. But I need to be close-ish to my car. So I'm going to have to wait for a few people to move, which I think some people are packing up. And once they move, Willy is going to be in position. And then I'll probably sit up and get kicked out, but we'll see. We'll do the best we can with what we've got. which is a janky setup, but I think it'll work. Ooh. Right, well, oh, thank you. Oh, National Salt Agency. Amazing donation. Thank you very, very much. Cheers. That is awesome. Legitimately, I'm gonna talk about something that's gonna sound like a massive bitch, but fucking, I've been like legitimately upset about Matthew Perry, aka Chandler, dying, because Friends was like a massive comfort show to me. Like if I was ever nervous about something, a trip or whatever, like when I flew somewhere, when I was a bit anxious, always watched Friends. And now it's like, seems like it's changed a lot, if that makes sense. But call me a pussy. Blake Shake, keep safe, Big Willie. Thank you, Blake Shake. Appreciate that, mate. It's the only celebrity death other than the guy out of Lincoln Park, I can't even remember his name now, that has actually affected me, I think, and Avicii. So 3 of them. Chester, of course, Chester. We're in a spot close. We're in a close spot. Not a bad one, actually. Pretty good, considering what we thought maybe the trip was done yesterday. May found a pretty decent fucking spot. I'm just going to get out my portable charger. I actually did one extra thing today, I forgot. I did one more thing. I actually managed to get an extra SIM card for my other phone that will hopefully will make that work. Oh, we're at 150,000. Fucking hell. I did promise I'd have a beer at 150, and I've got 3 beers in the car. I have 3 special beers in the car, actually. So that will happen at some point tonight. There's a couple of other Aussie veterans around, so I might see if I can persuade them into having a beer, a celebratory bevy with me. But we'll see. They're a bit more professional than I. Well, they might not be, but they're just in more... They're not self-employed. So maybe they won't have a bevy with me. Now, what I am just going to do is I'm probably going to run back to the car because I need to grab one more thing. I need to grab that new SIM card so I can have a look at the news while I talk to you and see what's going on, because we think there is going to be an announcement tonight, apparently. So we will see. Right, Roger Dodger, I'll be back in. Give us a few minutes. Let me turn this brightness down. As well, Peter Park, thank you, brother, for the PayPal. That is incredible. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. You helped pay off my fucking shitty fuel. Right. Definitely not an EMU export. Blech. As well, Nathan Denton, Mini Willy Club. I'll be back. I've got to go to the car. Right, I'm back. How are we? Now, so we had some incoming before. That was pretty for the camera. It was pretty. But I don't want to think about it being pretty too much, I guess. I'm trying to change a SIM card in a phone in the dark. This is probably going to go fucking very well. I actually haven't seen Trey today. I'm sure I'll see him soon. Trey's been helping me with a couple of things. No matter what you think of him, hell of a nice guy. Really wonderful guy. Like, all the other mainstream fucking hate independence. Probably because they know that we actually have the freedom to tell the truth. But Trey's lovely. But in a big shift, I also managed to get some reasonable sleep last night. Someone just said that independents make more money than the large. That's incorrect. Maybe some days independents make more. Like, on a big day, an independent will make more. But the problem is, an independent could easily make a few grand in a day. But the difference is, the big reporters will make a few, or a grand or so every single day, no matter what. So it's sort of, I guess, however you want to work. They're on salary, and that's everything. It's salary versus, I guess, contract work. The beauty of the contract is that, but the problem is if you get nothing. So I'm just trying to figure out this SIM card. This is why days like today are so frustrating for me. Is I drove around all day, didn't find what I needed. As if I was like a big journo, who cares? I would have got paid a salary, but for me today, zero. Well, I made frustration. That was fun. Managed to yell at a dashboard. Right, phone is booting up. Let's hope this fucking SIM card works. Because some of the SIM cards here is always a bit sketchy. Of all the things Israel has to offer, shopping and efficiency, not one of them. Indicators as well. I'm currently the only person in Israel who uses an indicator. It's quite impressive. Right, here we go. Okay, other phone, LTE. This phone has not been booted up for a little fucking while, mate. Let's have a look, eh? What happened last night? Well, okay, I'll tell you guys exactly what went down yesterday. So basically we came to this location, and then there were some people stuffing around. We got told the other day, don't get on the roof. Fine, don't get on the roof, no worries. Have a guess at what some people did. Yeah, and then the soldiers came, and I think they used the you're getting lased by a weapon system as a bit of an excuse, I think, because it didn't get hit. But they came and said, look, there's a weapon system pointing at you guys, you all need to leave now. Packed up and rushed and left. And then I drove around to, maybe 3 hours or so. I tried to find another decent spot, but no real luck finding somewhere reasonable. Tried to go somewhere, but then I got shut down there as well. So tried to get it back up. I apologise for the stream cutting earlier last night. I think we did, 45 minutes probably all up. But we made something happen, I guess. But then I was like, at like midnight or 1 o'clock, I was literally just like, fuck this, I'm calling it. I was too angry because then it took me a good 60 minutes to try and figure out how to get petrol again. Because it's fucking impossible. Like, I travel a lot. Like, I do a lot of traveling. And Israel is the most difficult country I've ever traveled in my life. Way harder than Turkey, Ukraine, Syria, way harder. I don't even know why. But, yeah, I figured out that. And then after the frustration of trying to get fuel, I called it and went home. I was going to come back and I was like, look, if I'm in this bad of a mood, it's probably pretty silly for me to go out. So I just went home, went to bed. Would it be possible to interview someone inside the Gaza Strip if they called me on the phone? Yeah, the internet currently would be a big issue for that. Because as you guys are aware, it is patchy at best or down within there. But 100%, I'd be willing to do that. Absolutely no issues at all. I would do that. And I think that'll be more something when I have time to get home. Oh, excuse me. When I have time at home and look things up, that I will then do is looking for interviews inside Gaza, even Hamas. Try and do something like that. We'll see. Looks like a fire in front of me. Yeah, it is. Off just slight right of centre. And then, oh, sorry, there was a flare there, but there is a fire there. And then to your full right too, there is another fire. But things are getting darker here. Peter, you went to KSP, bro. There's no luck there either. I don't know what the go is. And Nick reached out. Yes, brother. Yes, I did. Also, guys, if you're in this, Nick released, Nick as in Battles and Beers, Nick. Battles and Beers War Stories YouTube. He dropped a new video today, I believe. Go and have a watch of that. Again, we're trying to get into that 4,000 hour watch timing thing. So yeah, jump on that, sub to his YouTube, do whatever. Open another tab, even if you exit this and go watch some of his stuff. Happy to do that. Oh, we just had a bang. Okay, so a lot of flares in that one area, and we're seeing some roof knocks there, I believe, as well. So that was the same area the other day we saw just getting absolutely lit up by a lot of that artillery. And we're seeing strikes in there now. Did you get a generator? No, this is still the old phone, but I think we've figured it out. Give us a little bit of time and I'll sort. Give me like half an hour and I'll sort that out. So basically of today, it seems like there's been a lot more movement up in the north with Hezbollah as well. Fair few rocket strikes as well, and something that is, I think we all knew, but it is sad, is, I'll pronounce her last name wrong, but Shani Loak, who was the girl, of course, we saw in the back of the truck very first day of this war with the arms broken and, mutilated from there. It was confirmed that she was killed today. So we're not really sure exactly what happened there because, Hamas was telling her parents that she's alive, her mum that she's alive, her mum announced she's alive, although in the video, I think, and now today it said that she has died. People are actually saying this is just the fucking stupidity. People are saying, it's probably an Israeli airstrike that killed her, and you're like, have you seen the video of all her limbs broken in the car? But it is very, very sad. So we have seen as well that Israel has launched multiple axes into Gaza too. So we've seen down probably on the near the beach in the north of the Gaza Strip. They've made significant ground there. There was a Israeli flag put up there as well that was geolocated, so shows significant gain there. Merkava tanks, bulldozers. Is it D9 or D8? I think it's D9 bulldozers, like the armoured cat dozers in there too. Clearing through, made some ground in there as well. And then another, that was over the last, say, 48 hours. And then there's been another advancement basically in the centre as well. So there's more access there as well. So we are seeing multiple pushes as well. So things are happening, and to be honest, these raids, I think we all think that there's going to be like some one big push, and I think we sort of thought that with the Ukrainian counteroffensive too, rather than all these little pushes. So we may likely just see more of these smaller pushes happening. That could be the way this sort of turns out, but I guess we'll wait and see as well. As well, we've seen the D9 dozers as well within Jenin as well, in the West Bank, clearing areas where they believe Hamas are, clearing houses, pushing things over. So, a lot of action, centre Israel, north and south today. So there's been a fair bit going on as well tonight. We're hearing a lot of jets. We're actually seeing the jets right high. You guys won't see that, I don't believe, but you can just see. No, we're not seeing the jets. We're seeing some of their tail lights. What is first? Yeah, and this is the problem. She was taken hostage. Shani was taken, hostage from the festival. Her body was mutilated. There's no excuse for that. And people are already using it as a pro-Palestine thing. And you're like, what the fuck are you on about? People are saying, she was killed in the raids. And you're like, well, she would never have been there if you didn't take hostage. That is like the most stupid fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, I think, it's a fucking sad thing. Great interview. Thank you very much. Someone asked, is it live? Yes, this is. I'll put my hand in front. See? It's definitely live. But it is 6 o'clock. It gets dark early here. I actually am live, unlike some of the other YouTube channels that just pre-record other people's streams and then put that up as their own live. Dumpy says, I thought you went home tonight. I was meant to go home last Friday, mate, but you guys were very successful on the stream donations. So it gave me basically the option to stay in another couple of days, another week or so. But otherwise I am probably leaving on this Friday, but we will see. If I can cover another week of costs, I'll stay maybe another week, but we will. It depends what's happening here too. Like if it's more of this, I don't know, it's going to be in between. We will see. Did I eat today? I had a chicken wrap, and that's it. I've been too busy. I've been busy doing things that have never come to anything. That's the most annoying thing. I was running errands that were useless in the end. But no, I'm not eating. But I'm drinking water. That's a bonus. How much do you need to stay a week? I don't know. Actually, I don't know the numbers. Probably. Look, I'm going to throw a figure you guys aren't going to like. Probably at least $3,000. I think the Airbnb is probably going to be 1,400 or 1,500. It's probably 300 or 400 to move the flight because they waived one of the fees last time. I ended up only paying about $90 or $100. But I think the flight center fee is like fucking $300, which is ridiculous. Plus, other costs. So it's probably about that for me to stay another week, but we will see. Do a little dance to prove it. If I had my other camera, we would. Go get your chair. I will in a bit. I've been sitting down in the car all day. Thought I'd stand up just for a bit. I've had not a lazy day. I've been busy all day, stressed all day, but got nothing done. Except a chair. Alright, let's see what the Israeli defense is saying online. Right, so a few hours ago, Israeli Defence says ground operations in Gaza continued and expanded overnight, being last night. Air Force aircraft. Here we go. Wait for the bang. Oh, okay. Okay. Israeli Air Force aircraft guided by ground forces struck Hamas post, and 20 plus terrorist operatives in it. Soldiers spotted armed terrorists and anti-tank missile launching post near the Al-Azhar University and guided an Israeli Air Force fighter jet to strike them. And then the Israeli Defense Forces eliminated multiple terrorists barricaded within civilian buildings and terrorist tunnels who attempted to attack the forces. So we have more action there overnight as well. Flowmaster, hey bro, hope you're well. The interview you put up today is amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. I've got a lot of hate on that interview, and I thought it was a fairly balanced and fair interview. I lost about 600 followers, I think, just from that interview. The Party Fairy LLC, thank you as well. But I thought it was a fair interview. Great. Not many people get an interview like that. Thank you very much, mate. I think it might have been some new followers who've come on who don't realise that I'll interview anyone. Like I'd interview Hamas, I'd interview special forces from Israel, I've interviewed Wagner PMC, I've interviewed Russians, I've interviewed Ukrainians, foreign fighters, I plan to interview the Taliban, I plan to interview IS guys, I don't think people realise that's actually what I will do that. I'll speak and do that, and people should be able to see through lies and whatever from there. So it's probably just some new people that whatever. Seeing the Fox, by the way, any hostage proof of life news? No, nothing new on the hostage proof of life stuff today. Not that I've seen, at least. I also have big news, guys. I've got the actually huge news that I bloody forgot to tell. I've only just remembered it. Massive news. Oh, I got a notification. The big news is, it's not a fox. It's a fucking jackal. We are idiots. It's not a fox. It's a fucking jackal. So we've been misgendering the fox. We've been using his dead name. Is that going to get me cancelled saying that? Plumbers, thank you. Willy cancelled. We're all cancelled. Yeah, that's going to get pulled up in 30 years' time. 30 years' time when I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fucking go into politics because I'm a cuck. And then it's going to be like, oh, you said this on a live stream 30 years ago. And like, oh, no. Bob with hat. Great interview. I'm glad you found a spot again. Enjoy the new chair. I'm local. How can I help you with petrol? Bob with hat. Thank you, brother. Bro, I just don't get. Well, the problem in Israel is international cards a lot of the time don't work, as you probably know. Like international American Express or debit cards don't always work, which is difficult. So that was an issue. And then there's no English on any, like you can only self-serve. Like in Australia, what you do is you go, you fill up, and then you walk in, pay. That's it. Did you get a battery generator? No, Paul. But I've got another solution, I think. That's what you do in Australia. You go and pay. We're here. You have to use a self-serve thing, which is no English, and it doesn't make sense because they want my ID number. They want like my Israeli ID, and I don't have an Israeli identification number, so I can't fill up. And then I needed about a third of a tank of fuel, and I went in and he charged me 300 shekels, which is $112 for a third of a tank. And I was that desperate, I just paid it. I fucking shouldn't have, and I didn't even get a receipt, so I can't even put it on tax, so that's fun. That light is a 300 shekel for a third of a tank of fuel, so $112. And the Paz was useless too. 112 Australian dollars, so I guess that's 70 or 80 American, something like that. Not a completely new location, similar, but just off a little bit. Yeah, didn't even get can I get a receipt? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, so no receipt. What sucks? Because I would have liked to tax deduct that. Yeah, we're getting those flares and more strikes that are happening as well. Mate, Amex, no go. Prepay 200, then pump. Yeah, that's annoying. I even used my debit. It didn't really work. Be safe there, buddy. God bless. Do you have any shelter near if she hits the fan? Close-ish, but I should be alright, don't worry. Sky News have a nice spot. Might try and find. I did know someone who's looking after Sky. A lot of flares in that one spot. We're guessing the flares are lighting up an area that's going to be struck very soon. We're still not 100% sure on the flares, but they're illuminating something to hit, although you'd think the planes and choppers would be using more thermal, but illuminating an area that could be to look for civilians as well, give civilians a idea to move also. We'll see. We still know that Israel is still desperately urging civilians in the north to move south, dropping pamphlets, releasing videos, sending text messages, all of this. It doesn't seem to be having the desired effect. And they're still roof knocking, so they drop something on the roof that doesn't break down the building, and then very soon after, then the building will be taken down with the missile. Also, guys, we have half the likes to watch us. Hit like, guys. Hit like. Willy didn't get a notification for this. Oh, bro, I don't know. Sorry. If you didn't get a notification, I apologise. I don't know. That's why it's important that you hit like. How's my voice tonight? Is it louder or quieter? Right, better. There's not as many people around me, so I'm more comfortable to talk loud. Right. Well, at least if we've got flares in the air, it helps the phone focus, so that's one benefit of them. Flares for ground force movement. I wouldn't think so, because they'd be illuminating themselves. You're trying to illuminate other things. So you don't fire flares on your position. You'll fire them. Sorry, not fly them. You'll fire them over the enemy position to expose them. You have multiple different types of flares. I believe these ones are from artillery or mortar, where you can use flares from handheld grenade launchers, 84 mils, whatever. Have any journalists gone into Gaza with the IDF? None that I know, and it's some big guys. I think if any were to, it would be Trey, but they're not. But I have seen some photographs, so there's probably embedded army photographers, like Israeli army photographers. That's probably where we're getting the photos from, but that's all I've seen. Carlson sounds good watching from Melbourne. It must be very early or very late in Melbourne. Right, we're almost at 3K, guys. We're almost there. What are you doing watching me at 3 AM? Go to bed. You've got better things to do. We're seeing flares in the air. 5 of them in the air currently, I believe. We're seeing a lot of flares on that one position getting lit up. So illuminating something, we may start seeing soon some strikes there, potentially. But you are correct, that is a lot of illumination from one area. Oh yeah, sorry, I was fucking around with my Velcro. It was scratching me. Critical injury. Damn. It is pretty, isn't it? 6 of them in the air now. Beer, snacks, ice cream in the menu for dinner tonight. No, bro. I haven't had dinner yet. I had some lunch. I haven't had dinner, and I've got no snacks on me. I was too busy to stop today, and I wanted to get here. I wanted to give you guys some amount of daylight streaming. I know we only got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but we did get some incoming in that 5 or 10 minutes. So if you are on the streaming, you can roll back to the start of the stream. We had some incoming in the daytime too that would have looked very good. Someone's asked, where's Arby? Arby is in the UK currently. He left, I don't know what date it is, yesterday morning, I believe. So Willy is holding it down for the Aussies. I'm joking, there's plenty of Australians here. $4K would be nice. $4K would be nice, Aaron. Well done on the interview. Thank you. You guys are giving me some good feedback on the interview. Thank you. All I've seen today is hate from the interview. And a heap of messages going, I'm unfollowing you, you piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Go to Gaza, blah, 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 like that. Yeah, just full on. Like, I like how you interview one police officer and then people think that's permission to call you a piece of shit and send you death threats. The life of a YouTuber, hey? So very, very similar spot. Distance to the flares, look, I don't know, probably 5 kilometers. It's very hard to tell distance here to those flares. Very difficult. Could be closer. If we get an explosion around the flares, that will give us a better estimation of the time. Oh. Marky D said towards fuel, so I say thank you, Marky D. You've softened the blow of spending. If I got 20 litres and paid $115, ooh, we're paying $6 a litre. Damn, I'm an idiot. I should have told him to get stuffed, but whatever. So very soon, guys, we will actually pause the stream for like hopefully only a minute, because then I will set up the other camera. We're going to try something new. Sometimes I get nervous. I don't get nervous from military stuff. I'm actually fairly shy when it comes to doing some stuff, so I get more anxious about like talking to people and whatever. That sounds so stupid, but yeah. Right, so we have the one flare left. We're getting a couple of strikes in that location too. We're in the wrong business to be shy. Yeah, I know. I see all these other journalists do pieces to camera just like standing around everyone else, and I'm like, I wait for everyone to leave. That's why like all my pieces to camera recently have been at like pitch black, is because I wait for people to leave or I try and go off to the side somewhere and do it. As well, Philip, David and Tanya, thank you very much for the PayPal. So we're hearing more artillery getting fired. I haven't heard any tanks tonight, but the jets do seem to be having lights on tonight, flying around. I don't exactly know why, but we're seeing their lights in the sky, which is the first time we've seen them the entire time like that. Someone asked an interesting question. Willy, does the adventure of your job have any positive effects on your cancer by chance? Like it's helping slow growth, spread, shrinking the tumour? I don't think so, because while I'm travelling, I eat like shit. I don't really get any exercise in, and I'm significantly more stressed and don't get the sleep. So that's all things that are... Poor sleep is literally like... I spoke to a guy who was like, poor sleep should be considered carcinogenic. I suppose bad food and not getting exercise as well. Horrible for you. So it probably doesn't help. But I think mentally and like philosophically, that traveling and adventure helps me a lot. And then of course your overall sort of happiness and contentment has a lot to do with your overall health, I believe too. So yeah, that sounds very spiritual. I'm not spiritual, but yeah, if you get it. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. You're amazing too. Right, we're hearing a large gun engage. Something airburst. That could be Apache. We have been notified there's been a lot of Apache work overhead today. Richard, PayPal brother, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that, as well as Corey Ann. Thank you as well. I hope that you are having a great time as well. What can you tell us about the American boots on the ground? Not much. It depends what people mean as boots on the ground. Boots on the ground to me means there's Americans going into Gaza, and that is incorrect. But we do know that across the Middle East, many countries, including America, Australia, are deploying or have deployed more soldiers, same as on ships into the Mediterranean, soldiers, sailors, airmen, for a wider scale conflict. But as far as American military, the Marines or Army on the ground going into these combat areas, that's incorrect. But what I will say is there's plenty of Americans fighting in the IDF due to the birthright citizenship as well, who have served in the Israeli Defence Forces and either on their minimum period of service or that they have come back from their service and signing up to fight. So yeah, plenty of Yanks, but as far as Marines or Army going in, no. David Gash. Thanks, Mr. Gash. Has the amount of incoming decreased? No, I actually think it's increased, say, over the past 3 or 4 days. Which, I know Trey always says this, I hear him say it all the time. It's remarkable that Hamas, after 3 weeks, over 3 weeks, of constant bombardment from thousands of tons of bombs, can still manage to get out a lot of incoming fire. Floyd asked a nice question. Where is everyone watching from? Right, so we are seeing more strikes out to the left as well. And B9 says, did you ever have any experience with the Aboriginal community in Australia? I'm curious if you knew anyone that's completed the Spirit Walk. I don't know anyone who's done the Spirit Walk. I've got some experience with the Indigenous community in Australia, but I'm not Indigenous. So yeah. Can you guys see those strikes in the far left? Or do I need to move the camera a little bit? I think you can. I'm not really looking at this very much. I'm sort of looking out, but I look at the chats occasionally. Back. I'm gonna go get another bottle of water. I finished this one already. Wait, are you guys seeing that in the right? I might need to tilt this a little bit. Right. I think that's gonna be, fuck, I hope we're in focus. Are we still in focus? God damn it. bit of breeze tonight. That's nice. Right, okay, we're back in. I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water. I'll be back in a sec. I finished my other one. Right, back. And then in 10 minutes, I'm going to go get my fucking camp chair. I was looking through the store. Oh, damn, I forgot. I was going to post a photo of the Telegram and be like, which camp chair should I get? Because they're like all these little ones with like bunny ears and shit. I was looking for a fox one. But that would have been bad because it's not a fox, it's a jackal. It would be a nice night for a barbecue. It's nice and warm. There's a cool breeze. That's why it's more clear tonight. I think that's why the focus is better. We've actually had a little bit of breeze today, so it's been way more clear. It's actually blown some of the smoke away. Remember, guys, hit like if you haven't done this. Helps us get up to the top. Billy, are you going to respond to the chat? No. Oh, B Mill, thank you for becoming a member, brother. Sorry, I'm just scrolling trying to find some other news that could be interesting. Right, so we can see those ones. Oh, Steve. Oh, shit. Oh, righto. Stephen from Reformed Reacts. Brother, I apologise. I missed your chat yesterday. I do really apologise for that. I do try my best, but I'm not always looking at this. Please, mate, please send me... Don't send me another chat. Just send in here what you asked, and I'll get to it as well. piss count is at 0, but it's about to be 1. Zig Thibault, stay safe, keep up the great work. Thank you, brother. We're looking into the north of Gaza. Stephen, thank you, bro. No, I appreciate that, mate. But yeah, let us know. Send it through, mate. I'll do it now. Do you get restrictions on the questions? No, I can't ask anything. It was set up privately, so I could have asked whatever within reason. We had a talk before, and it was sort of like, don't ask this, don't ask that. But it was more just from personal stuff to not give away anything in that as well. Beef Twerky, thank you for becoming an Average Willy member. Joel Paulie, thank you, mate. Righto, fuck it. I'm not far off getting my fucking chair. Yeah, I think a lot of these interviews, guys, are going to come after things have settled, because you've got to remember the guys I want to talk to, they're in, like in front of us, they're in there fighting and shit. They're the guys I want to talk to. So, yeah, I think after this, that will become more easily to do those interviews. I was like in the beginning of Ukraine, very difficult to get interviews, but once things sort of, settled on, carried on a little bit, then yeah, it became more easily. So yeah, and the noise you're hearing are jets. Just that thunder rumble, just constant fighter jets overhead. Most likely F-16s. Yeah, we believe that bluish light is the hospital. Nomina Park, thank you very much. I've got a chair. I bought a chair today. And this chair is not covered in piss like the last one. Which made the last one good. I've got a little camp chair. Right, I'm going to be back in a sec. I'm going to go open up the new chair. But we'll be back. Give me a minute. chair is very low. Well, I can't see if this is in focus or not. Thank you, Joseph. Or Joseph. Right. My chair is very small. I'm much lower than I hoped to be. Someone asked what I did during the day. Not a great deal. I did a lot, but I had no luck. So I basically slept till like 10 a.m. because I was still up late last night. And then woke up. I did a little bit of editing. I actually paid some bills because I got some bills from back home. So yeah, I did that. And then I went out straight away to go and try and find an inverter. Had no luck. And then I went to try and find a battery. No luck. Battery inverter. I went all day trying to find that. Zero luck with any of that. So that sucked. That wasted all day. And then I tried to get petrol. What you guys have heard, the petrol department. So that wasted all day. That was all day from 10:30 or 11 until 5. I was just being dicked around. Did a lot, achieved little. Achieved nothing. I got a new charging cable and that was it. Now, Auto Depot had nothing. Ace had nothing. Who else did I go to? Everywhere I went had nothing. Like, there's ways to order stuff, but like, there was a place that was like, we can order you one, but it's going to be 10 working days. And I'm like, well, it doesn't work. Because at the moment I'm leaving Friday. Unless things change, that's what I'm leaving. I'm by myself. But I'm going to get home and I'm going to buy a good inverter. So I'm going to go, all my 4-wheel drive stuff is Red Arc, which, and I'm familiar with Red Arc products. They're very, very good electrical products, all Australian made and owned. So I'm going to actually hit up, because I know a guy that works there, who does like some of the defense work for them. I'm going to hit him up and be like, hey, help me out, bro. see if I can maybe get a small discount, because Red Arc is very expensive. But otherwise, I'll pay for the good quality. Give me like 10 minutes and I think I will be able to. It's packing up pretty quick. Someone asked, someone stated that it's holding better focus tonight. And I think that is because it's so much clearer tonight. There's a little bit of a breeze, like a tiny bit of breeze, and I think it's blown away some of the smoke, so it's helping that out a lot. Yeah, I think the problem with something like a jackery, I think transporting it when I go is going to be a problem because on aircraft you can only take small lithium batteries, I think. So that could be a problem, and they're bloody heavy. So Trey put on his Twitter, a high-level Israeli official in coordination with the US visited Doha to meet Qatari negotiators on Saturday to discuss the hostage situation and further talks about the release of hostages. An official briefed visit tells Fox News. That was from Trey. And then Ben Shapiro is going about no ceasefire talks with Hamas. But we know Qatar actually talk a lot about negotiations. Like the ones who got a lot of guys out of Russian captivity as well. We know Qatar had involvement in that, and looking like they're having some involvement in the negotiations here too. Mr. Chat. Human Skirt, really excellent stream. Always happy to see you in good health. Good question. I want to become a member, but I'm dumb. Please help. Human Scourge. I believe next to the sub button, there is a join one, and if you hit join, then you can become a member, I believe. But you don't need to, bro. It's fine. I believe that's how it's done, but I could be incorrect. I'm sure someone here might be able to help you out with it. Thank you for the interview with the IDF. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. I hope it's gone all right on the algorithm. I haven't actually looked. Every time I upload something, I don't check because I don't want to get fucking sad if it goes bad. So I don't actually know if it's performed well or not. Oh my god, that bit of breeze is fucking amazing. Is there still smoke in the air? There's still a lot of smoke coming up from Gaza, but that little bit of breeze is just blowing it out to sea a little bit, which is good. Yeah, I've got another interview coming as well. Not tomorrow, but probably in the next day or two. I'll have another interview with another paratrooper going up too. So, an interview with a paratrooper going in. Yeah, that'll be going up as well. So as we're talking about as well, Warmapper has put up that the IDF has expanded the area of Operation 3Ks into Gaza from the south of Gaza City. This is what we did speak about a little bit down near the river that runs directly through. There's probably going to, we spoke about, there's probably going to be a push in there, and that is very similar to what we have seen. Potentially to try and split the north and south and go from there. I actually spoke to a guy as well, one of the SF lads actually, or ex, about the sponge bombs too. I know some people asked about those. Every time you write it, I see SpongeBob, but I spoke to them about the sponge bombs too. Sponge bombs. Oh my god, I said it too. Thank you, Sean. Camera's up. It's just exceptionally dark tonight. Would you interview a member of Hamas? Yes. If someone could get me an interview. Otherwise, I'll try and find one. But 100% yes, I would interview. Someone's saying it's an Israeli sand fox, not a jackal. Right, well, we might have some beef on our hands. Yeah, the member, you can become a member for like $2, I think. I think it's $2 or $3, something like that. No, camera's up, it's just very dark. There you go. And for those saying it's not live, sure. What's your interview? Stellar journalism. Thank you, Freak. Freak one. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to try and do a little bit more like that. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not having much luck. I do have to call someone tomorrow. Yeah, for those wondering, I did actually try. I did fill out the accreditations for, thank you, Dewey, for the Donetsk People's Republic, the DPR one, of course, the Russian, what do they call it? The annexed part, the Russia says they've annexed part of land in Ukraine. I feel that there's stuff to go there, but they never applied to my first application, and then I did another application, and they denied me of that. So I was willing to go there and speak to the guys there. So yeah, it just didn't work out because of their end. The AM Widow. Just want to say thank you. You're the true inspiration. When I have a down day, I immediately think of you. Your situation brings me back down to earth. Thank you, AM Widow. Really appreciate that, man. So now the countries to have denied my media accreditation. The two countries who have denied my accreditation have been Russia and Israel. The countries that have accepted my accreditation is Ukraine and Turkey. Interesting mix. Very interesting mix. Thank you, Terry, for the memberships. You're incredible. DD Cyprus. Thank you, mate. And yes, I definitely do. Definitely I'm on some watch list somewhere. D-Stew says you have a great attitude. Occasionally. Sometimes it gets the better of me and I end up putting my keyboard through a door, but sometimes it's good. Coastal Redwood, great to see you. Well, you can't see me, but I'm glad you're here. Yes, DD Cyprus is fine. What are you recording the stream? Wait, sorry. What are you recording the screen? Is black are scared? What? No, I'm recording. I'm not going to answer that. Can you see the moon at your location? No. No, I can't. Claire, thank you very much. We're viewing into North Gaza. It's a very similar spot. Where there's a Willy, there's a way. I didn't meet Patrick Lancaster. Remember, guys, if you want to support the stream, the work I do, and see out here, the best way is the PayPal in the description of this video or the super chat feature. PayPal is the best because super chat, well, YouTube take 30% of that. The IDF spokesman, female soldier, Colonel Uri Megadish was released during ground operation. Wow. That is incredible. If that, I believe, let me have a look. I need to look that up. Austin, thank you. IDF post on X, right, okay. I'm not monitoring this enough. It's unbelievable they're actually able to get in and get someone out. All gas, no brakes. Mate, you keep talking shit. I timed you out before and then you're back, so ciao. Okay, so someone said Colonel, definitely not Colonel. The IDF posted 5 minutes ago. Private, I believe, PVT. Megadish was abducted by Hamas on October the 7th. Tonight, she was released during IDF ground operations. Ori is now home with her family. So that is unbelievable. They've actually been able to pull someone out of there too. We definitely have thought that they would have had deep in the tunnels and stuff, so very interesting of where that would have actually happened, and hopefully there's some footage comes out of that grand operation of actually retrieving her as well. So at least someone is out of captivity as a hostage. It'll be interesting to see what comes of her, or what actually happened. Grant, Andrew, thank you guys very much. So there must have been, I'm guessing, some SF team go in, pull her out from there. Yes, I've got the red alert app. Oh, I missed a big shit. Old Rogue, thank you, mate. Sorry, I was looking down at my phone. Did I miss one? Viper VDB. Oh, Michael Bowman. Michael Bowman, sorry very, very much for missing that. Thank you, mate. That really helps me out, especially with how things went today. So, Michael, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Are there body cam videos fighting? There are some. It's limited, but more will start coming out. Gunslinger, thank you. But definitely more will come out, but it is limited currently. But there was some GoPro footage, like SF guys, nailing it in from very early, actually, a couple of weeks back. It's live and it's dark. Yes, it is. Yeah, remember, it is still early, so this will most likely pick up soon. Yes, I'm out there. I'm sitting here watching this happen, sitting behind the camera. We'll get in front of the camera soon once we swap. So incredible that an Israeli Defence Forces member has been released. Imagine that. I'm sitting there, next thing, the fucking SF boys kick in your shit and come pull you out. Yeah, it's green screen and I'm in Australia. Exactly. Gerald Cagle. Great job in the IDF interview, brother. Just finished watching the thing. Thank you, great. Thank you very much. Thank you for the donation too. Ambrosa. Thank you for the PayPal. You're incredible as well. Do you think there was mercenaries involved? Shit, mate, I don't really know. Probably, it's hard because Hamas has a lot to do with Iran. That said, we haven't heard if they were found any others, like if they didn't find any Russians or Mercs or whatever. So no, but as I said, we do know that Iran definitely, well, most likely, definitely had some involvement in the planning and all of this as well. What's Willy's PayPal? Says Tamar. It's like Matthew Williams 745 or something, but it's in the description of this video. You can find it there. Nah, I'm not by a bunch of fucking big reporters tonight. Greetings from Germany. How are things going? Things are going all right. Well, greetings from Romania. Thank you very much. We have Andrew Tate. No. Eric Stewart. Thank you. Great interview with the Special Forces policeman. He did a great job explaining what happened. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was explaining before to the chat how much hate I got from that interview. Like, huge amounts. Emails, death threats, all this shit. Couldn't hear Willy. Anyone could type it. No, I do have it. The link is in the description. Not hearing much on casualty rates. No, we're not hearing anything. That will be kept very, very close to Israel's chest. Just like our Ukraine kept it close to their chest and Russia kept it close to theirs too. That thing's heated up in the past 24. Look, I missed all morning because I was asleep, but it's actually been fairly quiet tonight because we know a lot more ground movements going on. Interviews are always great. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Yes, I've seen the reports of the hostage rescue, so that is incredible. That's incredible news. Yes, I'm still here. I moved the flight. You guys gave me the opportunity financially to move the flight, book an Airbnb and get a car. So we're here. And potentially stay another week. Potentially. I know that wouldn't be happy with Mrs., but we will see. I'm just looking through some other news right now. I would like to get here earlier in the morning, but it's hard with the stream at night, and then to get here early is difficult. But tomorrow, I'm going to try and find a 24-hour shop tonight when I get back, whatever time we call it tonight. I'm going to try and find a 24-hour shop, go home, get some rest, and then just get up in the morning and head straight here. Hoping that's doable. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Oh, you're here. If you haven't hit like yet, hit like. That really helps me out also. As well, Robert, thank you on the PayPal, mate. That is really appreciated. It helps me a heap. A heap. Name's Robbo. Any luck on battery pack? No. No luck on inverter or battery pack, but I'm going to try something from the car and see if we can do it. But yeah, hit like if you haven't. People talking about the rumors of like Delta and SAS. They're just rumors. I don't really see what capability they would add that Israel doesn't. You know, people have this idea that like the Deltas and SAS is going to be so much better than the Israeli top units. They're not. Those tier 1 guys are all the same. Like you see these videos of who's better, the Delta, SAS, SEAL Team 6, SB, right? They're all as good as you can get. It's all as good as you can get humanly possible. There's no real change between them. The only thing the Americans have is the capability of like the American system is unbelievable. But for this operation, you remember the Israeli SF teams, they will have, this is what they train for, and they'll be the best at this. And as Patrick says, consider a portable battery auto power jumper. Yeah, bro, I've been trying to find that too, but I don't need USB. I need like a plug. So yeah, the IDF tier 1, they will be all over it. But yeah, there'll definitely be soft over here, but doing work, not really sure. Love from America, thank you the night, appreciate it. Truck shops, maybe. I'll have a look. Someone said soldiers aren't black and white, that there's good and bad. Yeah, there's good and bad soldiers. The gap between good and bad soldiers in a regular unit is very wide. You have amazing soldiers and shit soldiers in like a regular unit. But when you talk about those tier 1, tier 2 units, they're all good. That's the thing. Like, yeah, in the fucking SAS or Delta, there will be better operators and worse operators. But even the worst operator is still very, very good at what they do. Like, to be able to get into those units and stay in those units. You'll hear many say the hardest part about being in the SAS isn't the selection, it's staying in. So they're all very good, but everywhere you can have better and worse. It's like saying that, it's like looking at Olympic Games and saying, well, that gymnast is better than that one. It's like, yeah, but that one, even the worst gymnast, is still very fucking good. If that makes sense. You gotta remember, like say the SAS is, they take senior guys from units, so they've already done a number of years in like the infantry or in whatever. They've already done a number of years. They're senior guys. They have to go through so much to even get there. Like, yeah. Yeah, YouTube hasn't notified anyone that I went live today. What's interesting? there's been a lot going on in Syria. Iris is SAS or Delta, no difference, just as good as each other. The individual operators are all good as each other. Some will have more experience in other areas, but as far as urban conflict, they're all as good as each other. The only thing the Americans have is the American system. That how do I put this? That even like say the Australian operators and shit, like we have, they've got choppers and planes, whatever, but the American system is just so big. They've got aircraft carriers, whatever, that allow for different operations like that. But if you were to get operator v operator between the Canadian, JTF, whatever they are, Delta, Green Berets, SEALs, SAS, SB, SASR, all of that, no real yeah. The individual operators are fine. Mike, thank you for becoming a member. Outdated Recreated says, I've watched all your streams. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for the message. I've never heard Aussie go so long without saying the C word. That's because I think YouTube will hate me for that one. I missed 100 super chat? Fuck. Did I actually? Fuck. Does it get pinned anywhere? I did look at that one. Shit. I can't find it. I apologise if I missed it. That sucks. 5 minutes ago I missed it. Who was it? I addressed it. I think I saw it. Michael Bowman. Damn. Michael Bowman, thank you. Michael Bowman, I'm sorry. Nah, it doesn't get pinned on my screen on YouTube Live. Remember, guys, YouTube Live fucking sucks. But Michael Bowman's a legend. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Michael. The dude's not fucking around. Seem a bit out tonight. No, it's just been a long, frustrating day, mate. Pulfori Town, as you did, Andy from Pulfori Town. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that on the old PayPal. Thank you very much. Using Elon Musk's service while dissing his cars, eh? Willy Z says, Willy, my mum started chemo this AM. Can you tell Cheryl good luck? She's watching upstairs. Cheryl. Look, it's a hard road ahead of you, Cheryl, which I'm sure you know. But I wish you all the very, very best. For me, on chemo, the things that really helped me was the steroids. I won't remember what it's called, but ask your doctor. That really helped me. As well as getting a little bit of exercise in as you can. Like, try and get some in. I know you'll feel like shit, but it really helps. Sleep when you need, take all the rest you need. What else am I going to say? And salty food. I think because of the steroid I was taking as well, I was just craving water, so salty food. Eat what you want and what you can, because you might lose your appetite. Bit of exercise and sunlight, but just hang in there. It'll finish eventually. Yuhino Yukovic, another ignored super chat. Damn, I should have ignored that one.
Fuck you.
Unfortunately, now in hospice. I apologise. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you guys are doing well. Whole 42, yes, thank you. I addressed that. Thank you very much. It is hard keeping up with it, yeah. Hammer says, I'm not giving to Willy for recognition if he does great. If not, no worries. But why I'm giving it because Willy is taking the risks. Thank you very much. Yeah, it can be annoying when you get, like, a lot of my more popular stuff has not been taking any risk. But I think it sort of cements my work if I'm willing to actually go and do this. Like, I see a lot of YouTubers who are just sit in their office, talk about stuff, but never actually, they'll talk about going to these zones, but they're never actually going to do it. Where if you come here, you sort of get an idea to talk about it, sort of feel you almost have permission to just talk about it too, if that makes more sense. I wouldn't want to be one of those guys that just sit in their office, make videos about a conflict like this and not actually be willing to go there and see it for what it is. What type of aircraft I've had? Most likely F-16. Walk the walk. No, it's not a jab at anyone. There's just a heap of people that do it. Like old Mr. Davidoff, for instance. Like, say for Davidoff, makes a few $1 million, probably more than a few $1 million, moves country, and yeah, never does anything like that. Matty Gray, thank you, Willy. Thank you, Matthew Gray. Really appreciate that, mate. What's my favourite food? I don't know. Sort of, it depends what I feel like, but I love, like, good steak. But if I'm feeling like it. Wahinu says, on a serious note, well, I suggested I should go become a freelance journalist like you, inspiration to many. Bro, yeah, you should do it. If you want to, but make sure you get some experience in medical stuff or whatever first. There's a lot of people out here who have never put on tourniquet on or tried it in their life, or body armor or whatever, so there's a lot of people who are in areas that shouldn't be also. And make sure you've got a way to monetize it too, because you need to be able to afford to do it. Fuck. I can't tell if we're focused or not. I'm trying to fix this. From John Brady. Thank you very much, mate, on the PayPal also. Cheers. Right, okay, I think we're focused again. Yeah, I'm not getting any copyright strikes, baby. I'm here for it. Although occasionally I have had copyright strikes on my own stuff. Right. I am going to move the car and try and get a better spot. But you may pop up in a different spot. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I've moved the car into a different position. If I leave, are you guys going to come back? It might get a lot louder tonight, but if we do have my big camera, then we might actually be able to see some more. So I've moved the camera. The only thing I'm thinking, can someone tell me, is there a way to bring audio also through the fucking... If I plug my camera in by USB to my computer, will audio bring in also? Does that make sense? I'm just gonna go set up my computer, guys, and I'll fucking figure it out for you. I'm gonna try my best, but look, if anyone starts saying where's Willy, I'm just trying to sort out a stream on my big camera, and hopefully this will work, or else I've wasted my money today. I've sort of wasted your money because you guys have helped me with this, but I'm gonna try my best. If not, I'm still gonna use the stuff. It's just some USB cables and shit. But hopefully we'll have a better microphone and everything too. not there yet. Still fixing things. I am struggling to get this to fucking work. I don't know how to get audio. Um, if I could bring audio through my camera to OBS, like I don't know why that isn't working. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to bring audio through the camera to OBS. No idea why that it can't do that. Right. Well, I've got a 3.5mm on my laptop, but that's not working either. I need 3.5mm to a microphone. Well, any idea why that's not working? It's a Sony FX3. The mic has 3.5mm too. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I just want to make sure I can actually get this working tonight. So I might just go back. I might just have another look. guys, I think we've watched. I think we've worked it out. Okay, I'm gonna log off this and then log back in. How can I do this? I might try something else. I'll be back in a sec. Righto, guys. I'm going to log off this, and then I'll be back, hopefully very soon, with a better stream. Right, okay? I'll leave this up as long as I can, but I might have to shut it down to get the next one. But I'll be back in a second. Right, we'll be back in a second. Give us a minute.